What's up guys, Battlefield Joe 97 here, and I wanted to give you a short review on the PlayStation meeting that Sony did in New York City as of the last days of February 2013, and to give you small thoughts on the PlayStation 4 itself. Now, in the short way of saying a review for the PlayStation meeting, I liked it. It was a teaser within a teaser to at least show us the basic functions of what the PS4 will be with the share button feature that I'll be discussing later on in the video, and from how the system architecture will be friendly for developers to make games on, sort of like how the 360 did for the 7th generation of consoles. But there was two negatives that I could think of out of that conference that was bullshit in the ass. Blizzard and Square Enix trolling people. Blizzard, from how much they were hyping, from how much they were talking on stage, all that hype diminished when they revealed Diablo 3. The worst Diablo game to be ported for the PS3 and the PlayStation 4. Okay, then moving on from that, because that was a facepalm. But a further facepalm was Square Enix showing a year ago trailer for their new engine. It was like a tech demo of it to the audience, and then they brought like maybe the president of Square Enix, Yoshida Wada, basically go on stage and announce, we'll be announcing a Final Fantasy game for E3, so wait for that announcement. So basically, an announcement within an announcement in an announcement stage for an announcement meeting for the PS4. Announcementception, people, because that is just fucking arrogance in the ass. Seriously, who the hell wastes their time and money and energy to show a year ago trailer and to have like an important person in their company to go on stage and basically say we're going to announce an announcement later on in the future? That was fucking bullshit. So, for how it is, those are the two negatives I can think out of the conference itself. Mark Cerny doing very good and saying the system architecture, what they're planning for the future of the PS4 itself, and stuff like that. And speaking of Mark Cerny, the games that I'm excited for the PS4, only 4 games, 4 for the PS4, is Knack from Mark Cerny, The Witness from Jonathan Blow, Watch Dogs from Ubisoft, and Infamous Second Son from Sucker Punch. Only 4 games that I can really be excited for. The others are just in the sideburns. And the others, I don't think they even count as video games at all, since they're just basically tech demo concept videos, like Capcom's working title, Deep Down. There's nothing sexual about that, is it? Nothing sexual about the word Deep Down for your title. And David Cage stroke dicking of how much we won't show any emotion out of games unless we make the polygons improve, increase upon the polygons, and he basically show an uncanny valley of a head of an old man, at least making us feel bad for him. It's like, look at the emotions of that old man, look at it, improve on it. It's like, fucking David Cage, would you stop dick stroking graphics? Stop it, man. Focus on goddamn storytelling and not shitty ones. I know I may be the vocal minority of Heavy Rain being just a stupid game itself, so I need to step away from the games themselves and now go into the system architecture being PC-like itself. Now, Mark Cerny and the conference itself basically stated of how much, instead of just being dicks, like Sony did, of how much they were doing the cell processor back with the PS3, of how you're going to develop this system without any help whatsoever, you won't have anything to go by it. We're Sony, we cannot do anything wrong about it. And look what happened with the PS3. So from how much it is, Sony actually listened, and they may be learning from their mistakes and how they're making their systems developer friendly. And to, developers, once they finish their game on their computers, they can basically port it on the PS4 easy, quick as possible. And that I like the most. That means I won't have inferior versions on the PS3 that I could just get on the 360 and maybe on PC, with modding community helping the game itself. Speaking of Aliens Colonial Marine being a piece of shit, that's something out of it. But there's one negative and one positive. One negative is not being able to play PS3 or PSN downloadable titles on the PS4. Now, the PS3 incident I can understand since, the cell processor is not going to be on the PlayStation 4 itself, because, nobody wants to be associated with that piece of shit. So, they might be able to use Gaikai's cloud service into playing PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 3 titles within the, the clouds, the system itself, which I'm backing up more of it. But I'm not going to be backing up on the PSN bullshit that they're doing. Basically, you won't be able to download or play your PSN downloadable titles. Now, why is that? I can understand the PS3 with the cell processor, but why the PlayStation Network? I mean, even with the piece of shit Vita, it at least is able to download and play those PSN titles that, you first downloaded on the PS3. So why can't I do that with the PS4? Now, unless Sony does do that, I'm going to be a really bad and mad gamer itself. Unless you integrate YouTube on the PS4, doing live streams through like Google Hangout, and to upload them into YouTube just like how you did with Uncharted 3. If you did that, Sony, I would back you up tenfold and I would protect your ass in forums on the internet. So anyhow, that was my thoughts on the PlayStation meeting conference, giving you a review on it short, and my thoughts on the PlayStation 4. What are your thoughts on the PS4? Are you going to get it in day one? Are you not going to get it? Or are you going to wait for it for like a few years for the price to go down? Or you're certainly fine with the PS3, 360, and the Wii U. Or you're a PC gamer, you just don't give a shit about the console space. This is Battlefield Geo 97. Leave a like, favorite, comment, and even subscribe to my channel. See you guys later.